So hey guys, welcome back. The simulation may have got a bit out of hand and I might have got myself a little bit delayed, so I'm quickly going to do an arrival onto an ILS 05 right. We'll do it just direct to really because we are quite close to the aerodrome. 28 miles close. So that's confusing. We'll go FF, go direct to. Okay, in which case I'm going to do it the other way. We actually know we can do that. And now, so for some reason the autopilot's given up the ghost. Well, the VNav anyway. So we're just going to FS flitch our way down to flight level, well, 2,000 feet. Yeah, let's approach. It's 2,500, was it? No, 1,600 feet. Right, that's well. Flitch. So as I say, I've got to let it get a little bit out of hand, but the seatbelt sign, that's on. Check that. Everything up here works. Passing 10k, so seatbelt, landing lights, taxi lights, turn-offs can come on too. There's no harm in turning those on, it makes us more visible. And actually there's the aerodrome straight ahead of us. That's where we're landing, that's Taiwan's International Airport, that's what we're going to call it, because I honestly can't pronounce the name of it. We're going to go heading select mode now because the aircraft's kind of giving us impossible turn finals right here. Come on, we're full downwind, fully blown downwind. Flight directors. Just going to knock those off back. So. There we go. Weirdly enough, as I'm uploading this video, so I'm filming this video, I'm uploading the next video in the series. Part 2 of the next video in the series. So I'm not doing it in order at all. Flaps 25 today, I think is pretty much okay to do. 12,500 foot runway, so that should be pretty fine. Auto brakes position. Spoilers are armed up. We're going to descend at this sort of speed and then kind of loop around on the finals. I'm just going to check if the nav radios are configured. Voice. There we go. ILS is there. Configured correctly. Auto brakes 2, speed brakes armed. That's sounds on. Yep. And cabin crew 10 minutes landing. Cabin crew 10 minutes landing. Thank you. It's a bit of a blustery day in Taipei. Obviously, this is the city of Taipei. I'm using PAC-SIM's scenery today. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. It's obviously the airport and some of the surrounding area as well, all in VFR quality. For some reason I almost hit the G switch. That can come back in. Landing here, that is. And as we descend, have a downward leg, very clean configuration. Descend past power station, some wind turbines, and in for the approach. So, oops, daisy, as I said, we're just going to glide our way down. It's a pretty shallow descent, so I'm going to just pump some speed brake out. Now what I can actually do is just get the checklist ready. Checklist being checkle. So we're not doing that, we're just going to go straight to descent checks. So I've checked the recall. Reviewed my approach notes, auto brakes set to, landing data VRAF, and minimums need to quickly configure. We're using a radar for minimums today. There we go, defaults to 200 feet, that's our minimums, and VRAF has been calculated as 149 knots. Approach brief, okay, standard ILS approach to runway 05 right at Taipei. Any abnormalities would flag at the go around or continue the approach as is safe to do so. Any questions? Questions? Okay. Approach brief complete. Why is it? Right. All you do is hit checklist override, and then normal, then checklist override, and then normal, then approach. So we are passenger in transition altitude now, but we seem to be on 299.2, so that's good. Landing checks. Do those as we level off at our correct altitude. So I'm just going to pull speed back to 210 knots now, because I've got an inkling of a twinkling that if I do that, it's 210 has been kind of like the proven best approach speed for me to hit the end of the ILS at and be able to dirty up correctly for optimal final touchdown point. I'm just going to deploy the flap fully, and I know it's bad to do it that way because it deploys it really fast, and yeah, but I don't care. Watch me head. So yeah, the FPS is fairly good at this scene. I don't know if it's just dropped in and it's not rendering any scene. The aerodrome, turn it about 5-6 more degrees to the left. About that heading there. And then just fling ourselves this way. Kind of want about 10 DME going on before we attempt to set the ILS equipment at this aerodrome. 210, take a lump flap. Whoa, that's overriding things. Okay, we'll just go a bit more out. I'm actually kind of convinced that if I just stop the descent at 2000, it'll be pretty okay now. Spoilers are on. Now, as I said, turning all the way back around to 053. And arming approach mode. If for whatever reason the aircraft decides it ain't descending, we can always take over and fly manually. So I've got about the 10 DME that I said I would like, so I'm happy with that. I'm just actually going to pull the speed right back down to VREF now. That's localised captured. We are going to go sailing through the centre line though, because we are, as I say, moving quite fast. And then flaps 15. We've gone sailing through the centre line, but I don't really mind because we've got a lot of energy to keep going with. It's just gorgeous. I love the way the 777 looks. It's just a pretty aeroplane to get down. How smooth those animations. I know my anti-aliasing has gone to hell with it at the minute. And I'm working on sorting that out, but yeah. The whole thing is just gorgeous. Right, we can now put the rest of the flap out. We might have started slowing down a bit too quickly, but I don't really mind. Because we're at, what, 8 DME at VRAF. I mean, yeah. As I say, probably a bit too soon, but who cares? There's no air traffic controllers around at the minute to get annoyed, and just flying a nice ILS approach. Oh, which means we can swing this into approach mode. That can go to, shall go position 3, because just in case. It's 12,500 footer, but I want to stop pretty soonish. So, the runway does seem to be a bit confused because it looks really pretty now, but it stopped looking so pretty the last time I flew it. Well, in the next video it'll not look as pretty as that until we get airborne for some reason, so we'll see what it does this time around. Gears, cabin crew can stick your seats, done. Alright. We're actually landing about 20 minutes ahead of schedule, which is good. Makes the passengers happy if we land early. The thing with long-haul flights is they tend to take off late and land early. That's just the way things are now. Okay. Passing. Actually, put a pallet off, please. Okay, apparently not. There we go. Crumbs, I re-engaged it. Lol. Okay, so I'm actually not touching anything on the controls at this stage. Actually, I am just gently making inputs to keep myself pretty happy. It's the way the aircraft feels and what I can see on the instruments.
1,000.
Check. Continue approach. Check stable. At 200 RC.
Approaching 06.
So 06 and 05 right. Just saying. RAS. I don't know if there are navigation updates for RAS, but I hope I'm going to have to look for one because there's no 06 at Taiwan, at Taipei. See, the textures just changed. I wonder if I stick the scenery at the top, if that'll help.
Approaching minimums.
Continue approach.
Minimums.
Yep, continue landing. Okay. So, a little bit of rubbishy runway texture, but I don't really care.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
It's as soft as a baby's backside. That's 80 knots right there. We can start retracting flaps and spoilers. We'll go to an average tank, but I'm not sure if the average actually works with the Subscirbe. So, after landing flows, 1, 2, 3, off. Flaps, slats, transponders, and that's normal. Well, that's been completed now, so I'm just going to say checklist override. Let's say normal. That's shutdown checks, I'm not doing those until we get to the stand. So we'll just go straight into one of these stands ahead of us. Auto brake is off, and let's check gear temps. As we're making our way into the stand, they're not too bad, it's up 150 degrees on the tyres, on the gears, sorry. We'll keep an eye on those though, so they don't get too high. If they get too high, obviously we can take corrective manoeuvres by calling the crash crew. Help! Basically. Ooh, hello? So we'll just go Charlie 2 here. So I'll see if I can get GSX to recognise the gate. Charlie 2. Nope. Lag fest. Yep, that's the lag fest. Lag Nation. Oh, hardcore lagging. Alright, well, this is going to be fun. Where's the marshaller? Oh no, we've got the TK, we've got board there. We've got a match GSX program to deal with. Taiwan's Taoyuan International Airport. So yeah, I speak for Taiwanese, well, Chinese. Technically they speak Chinese in Taiwan, but they also do learn Taiwanese in school. A friend of mine's from Taiwan, so... Oh, that's a cool door, like, you can get like the marshaller standing there. Stop! Okay, parking brake is set. Now, as we said, we've pretending we've got broken APU. So very quickly, we're going to set ground connections. One GPU, connect a single GPU. Then GPU goes on. And 1 and 2 go off. So GPU's powering everything now. Seatbelt sign comes off. So does left the taxi lights and strobes just because I couldn't take them up just because workload. Beacon light goes off, and that's just shut down on stand. So, well, that went well. Control F12, request deboarding. And it also looks like you can see inside the terminal on this one. A little bit differently. Yeah, it doesn't look like the zoom's actually zooming in, it's just adjusting the field of view. Because if you look, you know, you can see things inside the terminal. Alright, the marshaller was actually there. He was just being a lazy poop. So, park brake is set. Fuel pumps can come off. Okay, we can open cargo doors. Yeah. So, press actions. Doors. We can open 1 left, opening 2 left, and 5 left. Then opening cargoes. And just checking again that I've opened the correct doors. Yes, I have. Now hydraulics, we turn those off right to left, I believe. There we go. And that's the aircraft switched off. But the AC packs seem to actually, they will be off because I've connected the AC unit yet, which I should probably do because the passengers will be getting very uncomfortable in the aircraft. And AC's just gone on, so that'll start powering the packs. Apart from that, we're done. So welcome to Taipei, folks. It's been a nice, I think it works out about 9.5 hours gate to gate. And in the next video, we'll be on our way south to Hong Kong. So folks, I'll see you then, and until then, happy flying.